Welcome to the 26th of May, the weekly reading for all signs. I'm Ali from HYPNOYOU. Do use the link below for a reading or for hypnosis to facilitate permanent change. So this week in your study, finances and career, we do have the Queen of Wands, and this is about financial bloom. This is about landing something that is going to bring in more money. Perhaps you have word today that what you're doing is going to bring in more money in the future, or that the career, maybe you've been told you are going to get the job and it starts on this date. Whatever you hear today has got future potential and worth that's going to bring in more money. So this card is also saying if you think you missed out on something, you're going to be fine. Study, career and finances. So when you study, you might think that you are going to miss the deadline or that you blew it. This card says absolutely not. It's going to be brilliant. This is also a creative bloom, being creative with your finances, taking a bit of a risk to put money away for your future or to build and grow the money that you have. This is also a ruling going in your way and using your intuition. This week is a week of intuition and looking within and being creative in a couple of areas of your life. So the Queen of Wands is saying, be a bit creative, take a little bit of a risk, trial and error, and you will see that things will grow from what you put in. Things will grow from the passion and the project and the enjoyment that you're putting into it. Rulings will go your favor, so if you're asking, the answer is yes. Oceana says, look, you're beating the competition, you're rising above it, you're doing fantastic work. As long as you, this is competition, but it's also your fears. Rise above your fears. Put it out there. Maybe you didn't put your name out till the last minute or the deadline went because you're too busy. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do it. And then put it in and you'll find out, you know what, you got it anyway, just in time. You also have a just in time at home. So maybe you thought that the last down to the minute was the answer to the financial question, the financial decision or ruling in your favor. This card here, this is the Queen of Finances and Projects and Passion, and it's blooming. And this card is the King of Focus and Reconciliation and second chances in our home. So this card says, look, I have been focused. I've been putting all my attention into my ideas, my mental abilities, comprehending what I can do around the home, my home, the people that are in it, and myself. And look, I've come to a conclusion and I'm very happy with that. This is also about the security of your home. Maybe something, if this is about a partner and a partner's being moved out, maybe you want to change the locks. Maybe you feel like someone's been at your home and you weren't there. Whatever it is to do, there is the idea of securing your home this week as well. Now, there is a fresh focus and direction to the family energy this week as well. Crystal says to have faith and hope, because what you can't see yet is actually going to go in your favor and it's just a little way off. So like I said, there is blooming. It's something to do with getting a second chance and thinking you've missed out, but it's going to be fine. In your health, you do have the Death card. Now this is, I am ending all things old. I am putting everything that was down and I am moving forward. I am starting a new cycle. So maybe there's been some news that you have to change the way you eat, exercise, move, the way that you emotionally deal with things. Or maybe this has got something to do with your health. Maybe this has made you think, okay, well, do you know what? I'm going to make a change. The Death card is very much like the butterfly. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon and starts their transition. At some stage during that transition, though, the caterpillar, makes that transformation. It's very uncomfortable. And then there's a time where it is so uncomfortable, it's in pain perhaps, and it's struggling and it feels like it wants to die. And then it transforms. When it thinks it can't handle it anymore, it transforms into the butterfly and you emerge with this better health. So, put these changes in place and you may find, it's a bit difficult, exercising for the first time or giving up sugar or giving up caffeine or giving up drugs or giving up processed food. Whatever it is that you're putting down and the effort you're putting into, you are going to see those results and you have started that journey. Now you have Layla, who's going with the death card and saying, look, for you to leave behind the dead and the old, leaving behind your second skin. This card, Layla, says, okay, well, what does great health look like for you? What would it feel like? If you could manifest what you would look like and feel like, take a moment, envision that, and then feel it. Feel it and let it try on. And then every day for 5 minutes, picture that again. Layla says, look within. What can you do to make a change? What do you need to finally put down? What self-limiting restriction behaviors and cycles and emotions and trauma do you need to put down so that you can have that wonderful new fresh cycle? In your love, you do have the 7 of Swords. You also have Shanti, and you also have Akasha, who is also, like I said earlier, about your intuition. Your intuition says for a peaceful and wonderful way forward, then I do need to look at the responsibility and who does what in this relationship. This is the 7 card about commitment and love. It is also about enemies. So if there's an ex lying around, they're going to be planting things to make you question the commitment and love in your relationship, or that you will find these things and you will question, use your intuition about a smoother way forward. Now, for some of you, this is cheating. No two ways about it. For others, this is about being mature and grown up in a relationship. Do we have the same idea of what our commitment looks like and what our future looks like? This is also about divvying up our roles in this relationship. Are you doing as much as I'm doing? Am I doing as much as you're doing? Where do we need to look at this? Because it looks like someone may be trying to escape responsibility and being all cute and charming on the other side. Perhaps this person is not really, commitment phobe, not really, trying to be chapped. And we need to have this discussion so we can have the smoother road ahead, and we're using our intuition. And lastly, this would be about, okay, well, we had this conversation, and look, the 2 things there have settled. But there's a couple of things here that I'm saying, okay, well, look, maybe you could go out once a week with the boys or the girls and spend a bit more time with me. There does need to be something that needs to be put down. The playboy, playgirl, the Peter Pan, and have a level of maturity. And this is only going to come from a conversation. So be kind to you and those you love. And from Jedi Side Jake, may the Force be with you.